I'm up.
You're up. You choose up also.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Costa Koulisakis. I'm from Simario. And what I'm going to do today is tell you a little bit about the system behind me and, of course, introduce to you a fine new product whose worldwide launch is taking place here and now today. For those of you that know us, you would also know that we're not the type of company that changes products very regularly. In fact, we've been known to carry on with the same product for almost a decade sometimes. It's a rather long time, but it is also in line with our corporate philosophy in that we want to defy obsolescence. We want to ensure that a product should last a long time, presumably in the hands of the original buyer to enjoy over a long period of time. In the case of a power amplifier, which is not a technologically immensely complex product, a power amplifier is functionally very simple. It does one thing, amplify sound and drive a pair of loudspeakers. We feel it's not the type of product that needs to be replaced on a very regular basis. And we have waited almost 9 long years before launching a power amplifier in the regular lineup of our products. And I say that because, as many of you might know, 24 months ago, we launched our flagship reference amplifier called the 888. Very, very large amplifier. If you've seen it, for sure you'll remember it. It's very difficult to forget. That's a special product. That is the labor of love, and it doesn't really count in terms of the product lineup. It's a special product. We still make it. We do sell it. But the amplifiers that we're launching today are something a lot more along the lines of a model that we intend to keep in the lineup for hopefully a little while, and it's going to fill in a very big pair of shoes. Before I get to that, many of you are obviously wondering what the system behind me is comprised of. The 3 components in the middle are as follows. The preamplifier is our 740p, which is the preamplifier in our 700 lineup of product. It is $9,000 US. It is being powered by the external power supply, the 820S, which is another $8,000. So we actually have a $17,000 preamplifier here, which is the second from our top of the line. The streaming DAC is our 780D version 2, hence the latest incarnation of the 780D. We launched it several months ago, in fact. And it is also being powered by the outboard power supply, the 820S. And the DAC itself is $15,000. The loudspeakers are the brand new Dynaudio Confidence 50s, excuse me. All the wiring is Nordost. And the star of the show are these here. These are stereo amplifiers that we are running right now in monaural mode. They are called the 860A version 2. Version 2 denotes that they are an improvement over an earlier design, and that is exactly what they are. They seat between the 860, 870, and 880, which we've had on the market for 9 long years. Those 3 models will soon be announced as officially discontinued, and the 860A will replace them all. What makes the 860A version 2 special, I'll let my colleague Dominic explain that to you. He'll get into the more technical side of things. Suffice it to say that when we designed this amplifier and we listened to the prototypes, we were so pleased with the results that the solution was clear to us. This amplifier has to take its place as our new top-of-the-line power amplifier, save, of course, for the flagship 888s, which are in a separate category of their own. They'll be available later this quarter in the standard 3 available finishes that we make for most of our products. 2-tone, as you see here, silver, all silver front or all black front. And the retail price is $18,000 US in the United States, 19,500 euros, VAT included, here in Germany, or 16,750 pounds. Am I correct? Thank you very much. 16,750 pounds in Great Britain. Leave the floor to my colleague Dominic, who will tell you a little bit more about these fine new products. Thank you. Dominic.
Thank you, Gustav. Well, so I'll go a bit more technical about the products, which is the main topic of the lunch today. So we have them here working in monaural mode here. So within the flip of a switch, they go from a 225 watt amplifier into a 755 watt amplifier. And so you have got quite a lot of power available here. Interesting aspect about these amplifiers is that they are actually dual mono. So when you use in standalone, you have a total separation between the two channels. But when you are actually running them in monaural mode, you are actually driving each side is like having a positive against a negative polarity, and so you have a lot of power available. They are using, like their predecessor, our Moon transistors, which is something quite. Very few companies can claim they have their own transistors, especially in the high-end world, but we have our own transistors that are made by On Semiconductor for us. And so these are also amplifiers without global feedback. One big improvement we have made over the previous version are that the small power transistors that are used at the different stage of the amplifier are actually put in sandwich in between the heatsinks and the board within a phase change material. Phase change material is, when it is heated by the heat of the transistors, it kinds of melt. Not melt like water, obviously, but melt in kind of a paste so that it fills all the micro space in between the various positions of the transistors. And then it keeps all the transistors always at the exact same temperature, all of them all together. And since the transistors, they conduct differently with regards to the temperature, having all of them continuously at the exact same temperature all together actually improves the sound quite a lot. So these are the main features of the 868, but I'll be happy to discuss with any one of you into more details, technical details about those amplifiers later on. And
just before
Yes.
I toss the plates this, I have a word to say about these guys are my business partners. They've been my business partners for 20 years now, and you probably noticed that they range somewhere from being really shy to being very apologetic. And one of the things that they're really, really good at, other than making audio gear, is actually playing down their achievements. And to talk about these as a little development, these amplifiers are absolutely fantastic. Yeah, the Moon brand has grown beyond all recognition in the last couple of years, and it's just the start of it. It really is just the start of it. As it says behind Costa there, we want you to elevate your sound experience, and we are going to make that happen in the next few years in this industry.